What's up, everybody? My name is Jason, and welcome to Small Biz. It is Friday, April the 21st, 2023. And in today's super fast and intense video, I'm going to explain to you why I just went all in after losing the winter beard, why TRKA, XELA, MULN, and yes, MCOM got my money, all that and more coming right up. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am late for a very important pizza engagement with a very dear friend of mine. But let me start off by saying this. We have some massive news coming early next week with respect to small biz. An email is going out next weekend. If you are a stock trader and you're following me on Twitter, try small biz, 11,000 followers with a blue check, make sure it's me because there's a lot of scammers out there. But if you're trading stocks, and or you have a small business that you advertise at trysmallbiz.com and you do not have a premium membership, well, let's just say you might want to log into your account and take a look around because you're going to see something that's slightly different. And if you know anything about an app that's invite only that starts with the letter D, you're going to want to be one of the premium members because we're already 2/3 of the way sold out. There will never be more than 500 premiums, so don't say I didn't tell you to log into trysmallbiz.com, hit the red upgrade to premium button to get in the game. Why in the world, and I will finish with MULN in the headline or title of this video, why did I buy more MCOM? After I said that Sal, the CEO of the company formerly known as Hellbiz, is full of shit. And he's been diluting the stock, including on Thursday, April the 5th, when $6 million traded in the first 60 seconds. Answer? Purely technical, with a slight interest in being able to smash him over the head now that my average is down to $4.49. But we had a stock that hit an all-time low of $1.52, and I'm talking about MCOM. It traded as high as $1.95 a couple of days ago. It's now doing a classic retest of that low. So when I saw it at 158 after looking at somewhere around 100 charts in the last 72 hours, I said, this is the best place, in my opinion, to put the last 5% of my cash. So yes, I just bought MCOM at $1.59, bringing my average down to $4.49. Why did I reestablish a position in TRKA, average 206? Simply put, you have a company that's growing at 11x year over year in terms of revenue growth. I sold it, as many of you know, at 284 for a 32% profit 2 weeks ago. I said, stay away. 27, 26, up and down, 25, 24. I had an alert set, and I said something 2.5 hours ago. When it hit 22.5, I said, be ready. I'm watching it. I had an alert set for 21. It went off. I initiated a half of a buy of a half a position. So if you're buying 1,000, you get 500 up front. It immediately shot to 21 after I got some at 20.5. So I filled the rest of the order at 207. Average 206 on TRKA. Yes. Dilution. Yes. Possible reverse shit. We don't edit around here, so if you're new, welcome. And yeah, sometimes I'm this intense, especially after I shaved the beard in front of massive news next week at trysmallbiz.com. But I am back in, all in, to TRKA and MCOM. And now I want to talk about briefly XELA. My average was 062. In its heyday, a month or two ago, it would trade 2, 3, 4, 5, 600 million shares. Well, it set an all-time low at 032. It ran last week to 0595. Some of you sold. I got out of a little bit to pay some bills. It's then come all the way back down 29% to flirting in and around 4 cents. I bought twice at 039 and small change. My average on XELA is 058. And last but not least, MULN. And yeah, we're going fast. You don't need anything more than this. There is a gentleman, let's call him dark skin, who just put out a live feed yesterday. Some people think he's a felon and full of shit. Possible. Others think he's sitting on a gold mine, some patents. MULN filed one yesterday that is potentially worth billions of dollars. And the big rumor that was out that goosed the stock up to almost 13 in the pre-market, you could have sold when I put out one of many tweets at 124. I decided not to. I'm in it for bigger money because if it is true that the Saudis and or the United Arab Emirates are interested in the company, whether they take a direct investment, whether it's a private placement in MULN, or it's just a loan, a bridge loan, or something of the sort. If we get any news Monday, which is typically the gap and go type days, that they actually have something here and it's not smoke and mirrors, 12 and change in the pre-market is going to be child's play. So yeah, it's possible. It fades, it goes right back to where I was buying it at 086 yesterday. But if it's real, or even if the perception of it being real is real, it's going to go. So you don't need to know anything other than MULN has a number of patents and potentially a multi-billion-dollar deal with the Saudis, with the United Arab Emirates, etc. There was a guy who did a live stream. I watched it. I have mixed emotions. Part of me thinks he's absolutely full of shit and they're pumping the stock to get somebody out. And the other half of me thinks, what if this guy is just this much correct? What if his technology is going to make just that much of a difference? We have a stock in MULN that I said, and I'm on record multiple times, sell it all at 45 and change. And I fought a lot of MULN maniacs over the last several months until I got involved at 10 or 11 cents a share. I was buying more yesterday at 08 and change. I saw the news. It was way goosed up. Early on, can't trade it in my area or in my account E-Trade until 7 o'clock. But I had a chance to get out of it at 12 and small change. I made a decision not to. And I was fully prepared for them to sell it, fill the gap, etc., get everybody all negged out. And when it got down to 096, I said, I'm buying more. So I put more in, brought my average to 099 in small change. Last trade on MULN, 0.1027. So, in my opinion, if they can get this motherfucker up to around 11 cents on the close and maybe goose it a little anticipation of news next week, then we're all set. We own the stock at 10 cents or less. And when you go on down the line, 058 in XELA, rebuy on something we've made money, 2 or 3 times in TRKA at 206, growing at 10x year over year in terms of revenue growth. We are in an all-in position right now that's far better than it was last week or the week before or last month, because at max drawdown, I was minus 42. As of right now, I'm minus 0.20. Let's call it 21%. So the loss has been cut in half. And at least 3 of these positions, and I'm not counting MCOM and MMAT, which we are down fairly big on at the moment, but any of those other 3 could go big, maybe even 2 or 3. If I had to guess, I think XELA and MULN are on the launch pad. So until next time, I hope you have a fantastic weekend. I would definitely go to trysmallbiz.com and get a premium membership. Always remember that I love you, and thanks for watching.